congratulations.
Thanks so much. Yeah.
So tell me the plot of this.
So the plot of this film? Well, some young boys lose their father's drone and escapades ensue. Yeah.
This is an R-rated comedy. How fun is it to kind of see what they're doing through a young kid's lens, and yet still have all of this R-rated comedic stuff happen?
No, it's super fun, and I think it's like maybe a little bit more like what 12-year-olds actually talk like than typical. So yeah.
And let's get back to the way that the 12-year-olds talk, because they say a lot of curse words, but was it difficult for you to kind of like curse at them so much?
It was. They're like really sweet kids, so it was like I felt like just naturally a little guilty. Yeah. Yeah.
And you guys had some really hardcore scenes together. Can you talk a little bit about, without giving away too much, like was it challenging to kind of film those things, because you guys got to see some rough and tumble things?
Yeah, but it was mostly fun. Like the environment was like very like not we knew what it was, and everyone was just having fun. Yeah, yeah.
And you're watching these little kids, they're doing their thing. I mean, they're just absolute pros. Was it kind of like funny when all of a sudden they just turn and they just drop an F-bomb right in front of you?
It was, but it's funny to see them because in the movie they're like dropping the F-bomb so casually, but then they go back when we would cut. They're just like they're little guys, and it's just so it was they're like just sweet little kids that it wasn't. I don't know. It's like watching them go back to be little kids. Yeah.
And this is a really cool movie. It's almost like they go in a series with like Seth Rogen and Evan. They did a series where it goes from, neighbors, you're growing up, and then we have the Blockers, and now you're going back to Good Boys, where you're going back in time to like that coming of age story. Do you think it's kind of like a nice gradation?
Yeah, I don't know what's coming next. That's gonna be like first graders. I don't know. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks a lot.
Gentlemen, congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
How excited are you to share this R-rated movie with everybody?
Oh my God. I guess out of 10, like a 6. Yeah.
I mean, this is such an interesting storytelling device, because you're throwing some very interesting ideas out of some very young mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you think that was such a fun device to use?
I think that this is the way that 12-year-olds actually talk when they're with their friends, and we had never really seen, you'd seen it with It and Stranger Things, you'd never seen an R-rated comedy with 12-year-olds, and so we thought kids talking about the things that they would talk about in the language that they would talk about seemed kind of like a fresh way to approach comedy.
And when it comes to working with these three kids, I mean, were you just amazed at how phenomenal they are on camera?
Yeah. Oh my God. They're incredible. They made us feel bad about ourselves every day. They're like singing and dancing, and they're so talented, and they're great kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And okay, so is there, going back to when you guys were young, was there a child that you kind of saw yourself in?
Would say one of the kids?
Yeah.
I think we were both Max's, Jacob Tremblay's character. I think that we were lovelorn, convinced that we would marry someone in the 3rd grade, and yeah.
Yeah, I was Lucas, Keith's character.
Rule follower.
Really into rules.
He is.
He's amazing.
Something special.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Yes, he is.
And this is a really fun progression. So, I mean, when you work with Seth and Evan, and they go from things like Superbad, where you go with a really young character and you move on through the coming of age, neighbors, all of that stuff, and then you come all the way back to Good Boys, and you're still kind of having that hardcore. I want to talk about like the crazy hardcore comedy that you guys bring to this movie. How cool is that to kind of like bring it back around?
Yeah, I mean, when we first wrote the script, we were talking about, we wanted producers that kind of understood the DNA of something like this, and one of the movies we always talked about was Superbad, so it almost felt like Superbad with 12-year-olds. We talked about The Hangover, and so we wanted people that understood R-rated comedy and understood what it, like to go back into that thing and also keep a lot of the emotion. That Superbad is so funny, but at the end of the day, it's a story about friendship.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gentlemen.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations on this movie.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so this is an
It's
R-rated
very
movie.
real.
Once the movie
Yes.
starts, what are you going
Something
to
that
be
you
doing?
can trust. There's a
You
long
can't see
history
it.
of movies.
I can see it with the parent. So after the movie, I'm probably gonna laugh during it because it's supposed to be really funny. I haven't seen the final product yet, but I'm super stoked to see it. Should be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Okay, so you guys went through some really questionable themes and subjects. So was there anything that kind of they had to explain?
Well, we would always ask our parents first, and we'd be like, "Hey, Mom, what's this?" And then if they didn't want to tell us, we'd be like, "For another time." But yeah.
Was there ever anything that you guys like went through, a questionable subject matter, where you guys were like, oh yeah, we got this, we know this, and they were really surprised, like all the producers were surprised?
Yeah, well, we did like I think like if we did like a one take, which is basically we did it in one take, and if we were like, yeah, we got this, they'd be like, okay, do your thing, and we just do it and bang it out like that. So.
It's fun to be able to throw all these like bad words and F-bombs, even though
Yeah.
you're at work. It's kind of.
Yeah, of course. It's a lot of fun.
What was your favorite part about doing this movie?
Being able to swear. No, I'm just kidding. No, probably just the friendships that I formed with Keith and Jacob. I feel like that's so important, and they're like two of my best friends, so I'm just super appreciative of them.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, even though you're appreciative, you must have a little competition. Who messed up the most on all these takes?
Me! Yes! It was me. I said in my other interviews. It was definitely me. 100%.
Oh.
It's funny. Like, it's just funny.
So were they trying to crack you up during your takes? Or?
No. Keith would like nudge me on the shoulder and be like, don't laugh this time. And I'll be like, and then it'll be like action. I'll be like, and I just start laughing. But yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a hardcore question. I think it's so funny that they're able to tell such an interesting story through the lens of young boys. Don't you think that's such a cool story?
Yeah, it's completely something that's never been done before, and I'm super happy to be a part of it.
Perfect. And how is it working with Seth Rogen?
Awesome. Seth's awesome. Super funny, super quick-witted, really helpful throughout everything. Throughout everything. I can talk, okay?
Not just saying. How do you want to get the audiences out there to watch this movie? What are you going to tell them?
Watch it, because I'm in it, and I'm awesome. No, I'm just kidding. It's really funny. If you're looking for a laughter, if you're having a bad day, definitely go see this movie. It'll definitely cheer you up like that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Mr. Brady. So, how excited are you to share this comedy with everybody?
I am very excited. I haven't seen the movie yet. This is actually going to be my first time seeing it, but I am very excited to watch it. Yeah.
So you guys had some really fun scenes. I mean, you had a kissing scene
Yeah.
in this movie. Was that your first kissing scene?
It was, yeah. Yeah, it was my first kiss. I was very nervous, but set kisses don't really count, so.
Is that what you're telling everyone? I'm just joking. And how was it working with these three boys? It must have been so great.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. They're all super nice, and it was really fun.
Can you tell me what the movie is about without giving too much away, without too many F-bombs?
Okay. So it's basically about these boys who are spying on their neighbors because they're going to this kissing party, but they don't know how to kiss. So their neighbors, they say, are kissing a lot. So then they spy on them with a drone that their dad said they're not allowed to touch, but then the girls catch them, and basically they're, so they get in a lot of trouble, and it's super fun, though.
Would you do something like that? Would you steal a drone just to figure out how to kiss someone?
Definitely not. No, definitely not. I am a good girl.
And not a good boy.
No.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So this is an R-rated movie. Congratulations
Yeah,
on the premiere.
thank you so much. I am very excited to be here. It's super exciting with the, it's just so cool.
So I know it's an R-rated movie. What are you going to do when everyone's in watching the movie?
Um,
See it, can you?
I can't. I did another one. I did a couple other ones, actually. I did one called The Package. That one I saw some stuff, but I'm super excited to see this. I'm super excited to see what they did with it.
Awesome. So there are some really questionable subjects that you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
that you covered. So was there anything that was very questionable that you had to go ask your parents about, or what do you do with things like that?
There was some stuff, but I just got through it. I didn't ask. I didn't really want to know, but I just got through it, and I resisted.
And when you go to these producers, because they're very, they're long in the tooth, was there anything that they were surprised that they thought they would have to explain to you, but you were like, oh no, I got this, I know what this is?
I feel like they kind of knew when they were hiring the cast that we knew some of the things that were happening in the movie. There was some things here and there that they had to explain with us, but I feel like they knew that we were quite fond of a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm. And you worked with three amazing boys.
Yes.
In the cast. So I
They're
have
so
to ask
awesome.
you, how fun was it to share the screen with them and be in this movie?
Oh, it was amazing. They are all so nice and so funny and so amazing to work with. And I don't get to work with kids usually. I do a lot of stuff with adults or older teenagers or stuff. So to work with Keith, Jacob, and Brady, it was amazing. And they're so nice and so funny.
And did anyone screw up more than other people that you were kind of surprised about?
Me? I don't really know. I felt like everybody came to the set prepared knowing what they were doing, so that was awesome.
Perfect. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Congratulations on the film. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I thought you were so fun in this movie.
Oh, thank you.
So I have to ask you, I mean, was it hard throwing some F-bombs out at these little boys?
No, they earn them pretty quick. If you're working with kids, if you work with kids in movies for a long enough time, the F-bombs just kind of come naturally. Yeah.
I mean, they say don't work with animals or kids. I mean, you guys really wound it up for the pitch in this one.
Yeah, no, they went full hog on this one. But they're good kids. They are. Just I had a great time with them. Really, it was really fun.
So, what do you think makes it such a great storytelling device to tell such a great coming-of-age story through the lens of such young boys?
Well, I think it's that exactly. Like it's telling a coming-of-age story through the lens of like young boys. It includes the innocence. So everything has that innocence behind it. So you can look at anything as brand new. So there's not as jaded as you or I, whether we like it or not. So I think it's a great device to use.
And how excited are you to watch this movie with all those gentlemen here?
I'm so excited to watch this movie with these young boys. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm very excited to like laugh and be a little uncomfortable, which I think is part of the fun of it.
Perfect. And get those guys out in the audience. Have these guys.
I know. People, you got to come see movies. Otherwise, you're not going to get to make comedies anymore. Go to see comedies in the theater. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Of course.
What it was going to be like,
Congratulations.
Nice meeting you.
How excited
Why did I say
are you to
that?
share this?
Why did I say that? I said nice meeting you. Thank you.
So how excited are you to share this curated comedy with the whole entire world?
I'm really excited, actually. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for everybody to see it.
And it's such a fun movie because it walks that line. I mean, it's almost crass, but it's also very sweet and innocent. Can you talk about that a little bit?
I would say the innocentness is kind of my favorite. I like how we also barely know even like the words that we're saying and like how we're saying it. So yeah.
So speaking about that, you didn't know some of the words you were saying. I mean, there is some questionable subject matter. Were there a lot of things, or tell me one or two of the things that they said you have to talk about, and you were like, I don't know what this is.
There's so many, actually. I don't know. I don't even know how to answer that question, actually. There was a lot, actually, yes.
Were there things that they gave you to talk about that you were like, oh no, I got this, and they thought they'd have to explain it to you? Was there a lot of that as well?
I'll say there was like 10% of that. Because my mom tries to like tell me everything ahead of time, so I won't be like in the dark when somebody else tries to tell me, but they don't tell me the right way. So yeah.
And you got to work with some boys that you guys, I hear, became fast friends. Like best
Yes,
friends.
we did. Yes.
Yeah. How was it working with them?
It was amazing working with them. We were able to like hang out the second day. We had a sleepover at Jacob's house, and it was really fun.
What is your favorite part about making this movie?
My favorite part about making my favorite part about making this movie is the friendship aspect of it, and I got to like make new friends over set, so that was amazing.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You're super excited to share this R-rated comedy with everybody?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Are you surprised that you are the star of an R-rated comedy, being so young?
I've done a Room, but that was probably even more R-rated movie than this, and I was a lead character, so I mean, my character in Room, which was a very R-rated film, didn't quite swear as much as this one, so it was a lot of fun.
And this one's a comedy, so which is really good. And I hear that you've seen this movie with your co-stars.
Yeah, I have.
So what do you think of it?
I mean, I thought it was really good, and I hope people, really get to get really nostalgic for when they were younger, like 12 and 11.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I know there are a lot of F-bombs used in this. Is that how 12 and 11-year-olds really talk?
It really depends on the kid. For me, I don't, because I get in so much trouble. But I've heard kids do it before, and it's funny because they don't know how to use it in a certain sentence, and sometimes they won't even pronounce it correct. So it would be pretty, yeah.
But did you just have a great experience making this film?
Yeah, it was so much fun, and it was so good to work with Keith and Brady, and yeah, I had a blast.
Perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I think this is such an amazing movie because it walks that line of like sweet and innocent, but then it gets really crazy crass.
Yeah.
I think this is such an amazing device to tell the story.
I just can't believe that no one's done it before, you know? Why has it never occurred to anyone that you take, you know, young kids and you make them say outrageous ththings? Because we all know when we were at school at that age, we were saying outrageous things. So it's not like it was made up for the movie. We all know that we were, I mean, in a weird way, you're more obsessed with rude things, with sex, with all these other crazy things when you're that age than you are when you're an adult. You know, that's just the way of the world, as you're discovering things, figuring stuff out for the first time. So I just can't believe that no one's thought of this before.
True. I never thought about
Yeah.
it that way. Okay, so your character, I mean, when you went out for it, were you like typecast, pedophile, lover of sex dolls? What was it that really that character?
Well, I have known Lee and Jean, the writers and directors, for a long time. I gave them their early break on TV's The Office. No big deal, but I got them started in the business. And they were, I guess, thinking, who can we cast that people will believe is a creepy pedophile? And the phone rang immediately. But actually, no, to be honest with you, I don't know why you're assuming I'm a pedophile. One of the kids accuses me of that. I'm not playing a pedophile. I'm simply playing an eager, nerdy guy who's looking to buy a geeky toy. I'm not actually a you know.
And the toy you actually end up buying, it seems as if it's quite heavy, but with a man of your physique, just like you just lifted it out. How was that?
Are we allowed to say what it is?
I think so.
I don't know if you've ever lifted up a full-size, lifelike sex doll, but it's like if you actually had to move a corpse. It's as heavy as a dead body that has been floating in a lake and has taken on water. It's unbelievable. So I don't know what kind of person buys them, and then if the doorbell goes and your wife comes back, how are you hiding it in time without giving yourself a hernia? It's a bizarre thing.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's all you need. You got gold there.
Done.
All right.
I'm always guaranteed. Thank you, sir. So, guys, how do you walk that fine line of having a crazy, crass movie book in the sweet, innocent voice of these young boys? Do you walk the line, or do you just like blow it away?
No, I think you just try to stay true to to reality as far as what kids that age are thinking about and feeling and worried about, and how they relate to one another and speak to one another. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the movie is them, you know, reacting to the adult world. They themselves are not like perpetuating a lot of the dirty kind of elements of the movie. They're kind of more surrounded by them, which as a kid is very, you know, is very true to life. Yeah.
And some of these situations that you have them in, I mean, are any of them autobiographical, and which ones are?
Not in the. I think some of the ideas, trying to steal beer from, you know, things like that, I think are somewhat autobiographical. You know, being pressured to sip, to try drinking and getting invited to parties when you're maybe a little younger than you should be, and
not
a little
knowing when to kiss a girl.
Not knowing how to. I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
There's themes. There's a lot of themes and like moments, but we did not have these exact series of events happen to us.
No. Drones didn't exist when we were children.
When it comes to some of these outlandish ideas that you had the kids portray on screen, was there something that was your favorite and something that surprised you when they performed it?
My favorite is the highway sequence. I thought that was really funny, and when Keith throws up in that, it's to me one of the funniest things because he did it for real, and it was sort of just out of nowhere that happened. So,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I like just the sipping a beer sequence in the beginning of the film because I just remember those moments, and it was like such a big deal. And it's no matter what, your first sip is just blah. And I just remember the build up to it, and I feel like they captured the intensity of a kid having your first sip of beer.
Why do you think this coming of age movie is so relatable?
Because every single person goes through this. Everyone goes through it. Everyone like learns who they are and kind of has to deal with the anxiety of like leaving in a younger, simpler life and going into high school is intimidating. Middle school.
And out of all three of the boys, which one are you guys out of the characters that was written?
I'm a half Brady, half Lucas.
I'm a half.
I'm a halfie. I'm a half each of them.
I'm a half Brady, half Max. I'm gonna stick with half. Seth's gonna be out on this.
Are you gonna be a full one? Or a half?
I can't.
I have no answer.
You're a star.
Thank you.
So much. Congratulations.